promises to deal with insurgency in Nigeria. United States of America's President Donald J. Trump has warned terrorist organizations all over the world to desist from such activities as there will be no hiding place for them and their sponsors. Trump's threat, posted on Twitter, comes amid rising international tension in the Middle East following the US airstrike that claimed the life of Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani last Friday at the Baghdad's international airport. This is coming as a fresh airstrike targeting high-profile member of Iraq's Popular Mobilization Forces, an umbrella group of Iran-backed militias, has been reported. The PMF members were traveling in a three-car convoy north of Baghdad when the strike occurred, killing 6 persons, multiple reports said. 3 other persons were critically injured. No one has claimed responsibility for the strike, but Reuters reported that the Iraq State TV said the latest strike was also done by the US. The United States claimed responsibility for the airstrike on Friday that killed Iranian military leader General Qasem Soleimani and the deputy leader of PMF. One unconfirmed report said Qais Khazali, one of the people the US named as responsible for storming its embassy in Baghdad, has been killed in the new Baghdad airstrike. No official comment has been received from the US regarding the attack. The early Saturday strike came hours ahead of a planned morning march for Soleimani, who was killed alongside Ashed number 2 Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis in the precision drone strike. As head of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps Foreign Operation Arms, Soleimani was a powerful figure domestically and oversaw wide-ranging Iranian involvement in regional power struggles and anti-US forces. Trump said the 62-year-old, who had been blacklisted by the US, had been plotting imminent attacks on American diplomats. His assassination has rattled the region, with Iraq fearing a prosy war between Washington and Tehran. A total of 5 Revolutionary Guards and 5 Hashd fighters were killed in Friday's strike near Baghdad International Airport. Their bodies will be laid to rest in an elaborate mourning procession on Saturday, beginning with a state funeral in the capital and ending in the Shiite holy city of Naija to its south. The bodies of the guards will then be flown to Iran, which has declared 3 days of mourning for Soleimani. Tehran has already named its deputy, Esmail Khani, to replace him. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei promised severe revenge, while in Tehran tens of thousands of protesters touched US flags and chanted "Death to America." Trump hailed the operation, saying he decided to terminate Soleimani after discovering he was preparing an imminent attack on US diplomats and troops. He insisted Friday Washington did not seek a wider conflict, saying, "We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war." But hours later, the Pentagon said between 3,000 to 3,500 troops would be dispatched to Iraq's southern neighbor Kuwait. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo praised Washington's partners in the region, but said their European allies haven't been as helpful as I wish that they could be. The Brits, the French, the Germans all need to understand that what we did, what the Americans did, saved lives in Europe as well, he said. President Trump hailed the operations, saying he decided to terminate Soleimani after discovering he was preparing an imminent attack on US diplomats and troops. Wow, more actions await terrorists in the coming weeks, he assured. Trump, very, very bold man. He said he didn't do that to initiate war, but he did that to stop war. That what he did was to have, not to have allowed the unfortunate to have happened, and that was why he did that. And a lot of you could see that, say, from Nigeria, some people are really, crying more than they bereaved, paying allegiance to what happened in Iran. And he has said all of those people that there will be no hiding place at all, that there will be no hiding place, even whether Africa or Arab. And you know that when you talk about Africa, what comes usually comes to mind is Nigeria. What usually comes to mind is Nigeria when you talk about Africa. Nigeria, 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 because it's the most populous, country, with black people. So once you talk of Africa, the first country that will definitely come to mind is is Nigeria. So I think the Nigerian government needs to do better. They have told us that they have defeated these people that have been troubling us in the country, that they have defeated them technically. Like I always say, what technicality has to do with reality. We are talking of reality, but not technicality, because with what is happening, people are still experiencing all of those things every day in, day out, day in, day out. You see these people still taking, the whole thing, the battle to the doorstep of the military. Please, government, do something, because we don't even want to, let us even be politically correct at times. We don't want to just like, oh, the government is not doing much, it's not doing much. You need to shame people, you need to surprise people by doing the needful. That's it. By doing the right thing, you need to do the needful. Provide the necessary things that the military wants. All this issue of corruption is still happening, and that is why the soldiers are not doing their best. They are trying their best, but their best is not just enough, because they don't have what it takes to combat with these people. So you have to do something, because even for the fact that maybe somebody is waiting, or we are waiting for other countries to come and help us, we need to do a lot, because it's not going to affect them, because it's affecting our economy, it's affecting the people you say you are governing, it's affecting them. So if the people do not have rest, you yourself, you don't have peace, because I don't know the kind of peace, or maybe they have already, settle themselves that no matter what, or they are not even bothered, unless you are telling us they are not even bothered, or you don't feel hurt when your citizens are crying, or they are in pain, because once they are in pain, you yourself, you must be in pain, unless you tell us maybe you don't have that human feelings, or you don't have that conscience. But if you have it, provide the necessary equipment, necessary things that these our soldiers, all they need. We know how much we spend on all these politicians. Why can't they do the same thing? Spend the same this thing. They are talking about a 37 billion naira just for innovation. If you divert that money into security, don't you know what you are going to achieve? Once you know what you are going to achieve, every day they'll tell us how much they make revenue from custom, from the border closure, from jam, from this, from that, from that. I think that's one of the things that they really need to spend money, because the people who are always there, the soldiers, they have wives, they have children, they have parents, they have brothers and sisters. We should not just be jeopardizing the lives of these men. They just have to do something. We don't need to wait for other country, or wait for Trump to say, oh, there will be no hiding place, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody is ready to take care of you. So that is just my own humble opinion. Someone says, Donald Trump, my man, you are doing a great job tackling terrorists. Wanna plead with you on behalf of Nigerians. Let Nigeria be your next target. Don't really mean Nigeria. I mean stubborn, senseless northerners burning down US flags. You don't need to write us back. Action. That's all we need. Thanks in advance. President Donald Trump, you are only doing the job God sent you to do. He has given you the power and the strength. Utilize it and save God's people from bondage. The blood of innocent Christians in Biafra are crying for your help. Someone said, I fully support President Donald Trump, dealing with these people in Nigeria, after Africa and beyond and beyond. Right on, Mr. President. God is with you. That's good of him. Someone say, please, my able Presido, remember Buharism and his brothers, Boko boys. I beg, deal with all these Boko boys. Let him face mighty Iran. We can take care of ourselves. Really? That's what somebody saying here. Someone say, mighty Iran. Let them retaliate if they are up to. Someone say, are you a Boko boy? You remember Saddam? Which take care of yourself when Niger cannot deal with these Boko boys. Clear the northern parts of Nigeria. I beg. Someone say, you should clear it. What do you mean by that? So guys, let's hear your own take. Do you think it's a good thing for Trump to come, to our rescue, or you think, okay, just like the way they always say, oh, we are a sovereign city, or we are a sovereign country, they should stop prognosing. They should stop prognosing. Maybe Femi Adesina will come out and say, no, they should face their problem. They should face all of those people that Nigeria can take care of itself. They should stop prognosing because nobody made them the policeman of the world. Do you think so? Because he said there will be no hiding place for all those people, whether in Africa or Arab. So, guys, let's say your take. Thank you very much. Bye.